What's up? What's up? And good night, my Trinbago vibe peeps. Welcome to episode 54 of Sunday Vibes Live. Wow, I can't remember the last time I was here. Well, actually, it was 2 weeks ago because last week we was live at the Mango Mile celebration, right? And I was in St. Augustine. Yeah, so it was always interesting to try some new stuff with mangoes and stuff. And we couldn't, not couldn't, we wasn't here the 2 weeks ago because I wasn't around and I had other things planned out for that weekend. So yeah, so I wasn't able to go live, and that's the same weekend that we uploaded, the Feed the Sun video, which was a local rock group right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Now there are plenty local rock groups right here in Trinidad and Tobago, for those of you who don't know, and they have different concerts and bands performing throughout the different venues and everything. So yeah, so big up all those bands like Feed the Sun, Lichpin, Supernormal, you know, Orange Sky. Old school people like myself would know Orange Sky and thing, and everybody else. So yeah, and this weekend it was hot, dread, and also rain. No, at least in my parts, up, the north side of Trinidad. So today especially was level rain, but in between the rains, the sun was blazing. It's like it is the season for getting the cold, for getting sick. Those extreme change in temperatures. Because 1 minute is extremely hot, next minute rain is falling. Oh, D-man, good night, good night. Welcome to the Sunday Vibes Live. So yeah, and also as the title says, is we in June. So yeah, just now this the 6 months. Yeah, the 6 months. So we have 6 more months after this one. So we halfway through 2024 already. Wow, time flies, dread. Yeah, so this one might be a short-ish one. I'm hoping to end it around 8:30. Yeah, because the NBA Finals is going on, and although I'm not so much of a fan of the finalists here, which is the Denver, Dallas Mavericks and Boston Celtics, I still enjoy the finals, but more on that later on. Barry and RNR 79, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Sunday Vibes Live. So we're gonna rush ahead and talk about San Francisco. Now, normally when I'm doing the drive-in videos, I like to speed up the drive-through itself, because sometimes like leaving the long form I find is be too long. But in this one, I decided to experiment a little bit. So some of them are sped up, some of them are do drone shots, and others are left like the lengthy bit and just throw in music just to change it up from the normal scene a little bit. So I hope you all enjoyed that one. For those of you who have seen it, hopefully you have seen it, because yeah, that was this weekend's video drop. If this is the first time you are joining here, Sunday Vibes Live, we drop our video every Saturday around 6 o'clock ish. Anytime we're late or we drop it after 6 is because I'm still editing it. So yeah, so look out for those videos every Saturday. If you're new to the channel, thank you for subscribing. So yeah, and it was interesting one, San Francisco, because I know parts of the road was bad a few months ago, and it was nice to see there's some decent roads there, and they are actually doing work. And I think I mentioned this in one of the comments, and I thanks to the residents. They were protesting a while now to do petitions and everything till like the government finally, the Ministry of Works and Transport, finally decided to do some major works down there. Yeah. So right now the Pluck Road has completely collapsed, and they are working on it. Like part of the drone shot, you'd have seen it on the left hand side. Actually, I think in this thumbnail I'm using, you won't see it, but if you did zoom in into it on the left hand side, you will see a part of the Bronx section. That's where they're doing the major work to link back the Pluck Road to the San Francisco Road. So yeah, and right now, what inspired that video, really and truly, because I wasn't sure what video I was doing this weekend. So on Facebook, I was just scrolling through Facebook. Like, this is sometimes how I just normally get some of my ideas, right? I just be scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, sometimes Twitter, and things would pop up, right? And I saw somebody posted a post about Lisa's who now open up along the San Francisco Road to check out a new business owner. So I decided to all right, that's along the San Francisco Road. Let me just take a drive. As well as I remember when I went down there for the $15 roti, I remember passing that first double spots VJs right by the junction there. And I remember seeing $4 of doubles at the time of when I went and do the $15 roti down along the San Francisco Road. Oh, Christopher, good night, good night. I appreciate that, Idris. Yeah, we exploring everything Trinidad and Tobago. Like my aim and goal of Trinbago Vibes is not just to stick to the normal food places or the beaches and the normal regular beaches that most everybody would do. I like to adventure into places that we know it have here, especially like the Southlands in Trinidad, and let's explore it a little bit just to get what it have. And it's be interesting because I meet some real good people along the way, and I learn a good bit of stuff along the way. Just what happened in the San Francisco video, I was trying. Normally, when I try to do these kind of videos, I try to do some research, and my research is actually besides the internet, I will actually go on our library and look up. It have a few local Trinbagonian books that I use, like Towns and Cities of Trinidad and Tobago, right? Yeah, that is one of them I used to get like a history, but I couldn't find much on San Francisco, so I just had to use like what I kind of know and what people would have mentioned about it. So yeah, but I do appreciate. I do try to make a real good video, and I'm happy that it is appreciated and everything. Yeah, so like I was mentioning, when I saw at the time when I went and do the $15 roti, right, and these are chicken roti on the San Francisco Road, I was like, should I include that $4 double spot, but I say, let me wait a little while, I'll come back and try them another time. I mean, there is a price by $1, but still $5 for doubles in this day and age. Wow, that's amazing, right? So yeah, it was fun and the thing is, all these double spots were $5. So like, yeah, I mean, the doubles was good, right, for the most part. But that nice, and I mean, it's hard to really mess up. Like when you find a good, well, most spots that sell those kind of curry type food, like the dal, the rice, the bhaji, the pumpkin, those kind of thing with curry or stew chicken is, I would say, 90% of the time is be some real good food, like food to, ready to put you to sleep afterwards. Because I tell you, after Lisa's, it's like, wait boy, God smiled on me that they didn't have any other food stop until I reached the end by the next Johnny's, by the last Johnny's on the corner of the Siparia Road, because dread, I was thinking, if I had to eat any more food, I don't know if where in my stomach it would have fit. Like sometimes I really underestimate some of the challenges. I mean, I'll get through it, but I think sometimes, the gods is be smiling on me and like, all right, Rajeev, we'll just give you a little ease up here. That is the only way I could see it. Oh, Arnaldo, whoa, big up, and everybody else who joined this live. So yeah. And truth be told, right, even the San Francisco video, when I started it, because I know it had a double spot, and I know, well, that's the only thing I knew actually. So when I started, I wanted it to be a drive and a food hopping video. So, but I wasn't sure if I'll get anything else besides doubles, especially after the first two stops. I was like, wait boy, this might be a doubles hopping along the San Francisco Road, which wouldn't be bad. Like initially, that is what I thought I might have to change it to, because sometimes you have an idea for a video and you start recording it, and then along the way certain things is happening, or you will just decide to pivot a little bit. And originally I wanted this to be like just a food hopping video, so wherever we see any food places, because I reminded you all that I saw Lisa's post on Facebook. So yeah, so and I know I wasn't sure like what exactly she sold, and I wasn't sure where she was. So it was real nice that it was real close to Johnny's by the playing field. So it was, yeah, so that was cool to go and like right back to back a little bit. And I was happy that like I found the original food hut, and they had like bus up shot, and they had regular food and everything. And I mean, I could have gone back to Nadia's, because apart from roti, they also had of us food items on sale. But like when I'm doing these food hopping kind of things, I don't like to revisit places that I've visited already, unless it's like they have something real ultimately new on the menu. So yeah, And Ronaldo asked me where I got this. This is a um, Samsung Q2, and yeah, I ordered it from Amazon. Like most of my equipment, thread I get from Amazon. So order it and bring it down, and yeah. So Gabriel, good night, good night. A day. Yes, R79. Well, yeah. Normally, two things that normally get you hungry is when we're talking about food, especially when we, you know, have such what we are looking for, have such enthusiasm, for it. And yeah, and this time I did take my own advice and some of your all advice and put a disclaimer in the video, in yesterday's video, the San Francisco video. So it's like, yeah. Because even when I'm editing the video sometimes and I watching me eat food, I'll be like, wait, boy, I'm feeling for something. I was actually going to get something to munch on, or at least, have some water or tea or something to drink or coffee, depending on the time I'm editing. Hey, Angela, good night, good night. And Idris, that's a good idea, actually. I should write that down. I'll write that down. I wanted to do something similar to that with the Carney 1975 Limited, especially like the St. Madeleine compound there. But yeah, but that's also a nice way to tie in the sugarcane railway. Because the last train as well, which was located in San Fernando, but one of the last trains to, be operational in Trinidad. It would have been nice if we still had these things up and running, or at least upgraded. I think one of the other Caribbean islands do have their train still operational. I can't remember where at this point in time. So if you in the comments below let me know. But that's a good idea, Idris. And Gabriela said it's been a while since I take a break from good food. No. I find I've been eating a good bit of stuff recently, which also brings me to the next part of these lives, the updates, right? So, Arnaldo's asking me when I'm linking up with Bushman and others. Soon, hopefully, before the end of the year for sure. Because in this, well, I should probably do that now, but after this update, or what we're planning to do in January, yeah, we are actually going to choose somebody who, like, I posted in my community tab about doing a collab. I had posted a post of Milford, one of the Magnificent 7, along the Queen's Park Savannah West. And yeah, so I have the names in a hat to choose from. We'll choose two people. I mean, we're going to do that just now, just after this updates for June. The next video, because I won't lie, June month is like a month where I wasn't sure exactly what I was doing. It had a lot of plans, I have a lot of ideas, and it just keep going back and forth and changing and everything. So yeah. Hey, just I'll appreciate that. Message me on IG, Trinbago Vibes, or Twitter, anyone, and so we can link up for that whenever deciding to actually go about doing that video. Oh, Dave, big up. Yeah, Gabriel, I watch all your videos so far. We went chai samelon, which I eat a set of food and drink, chai, and then look here, I eat a set of doubles and some good dal and rice and curry chicken and stuff, and snow cone and pylori. And the next video, which is up and coming, because I saw one of our biggest ice cream companies coming back, Flavorite, Life is Good, is coming back. I'm not sure for how long, right? And somebody posted on Facebook. This again, I get ideas or things to do sometimes scrolling through the socials. I see somebody posted on Facebook that Extra Food actually had Flavorite in stock, and the one at Arangways, right? Arangways South, or that else? Yeah, Arangways South. So today I actually went down there to try and get it to video idea. Might as well you try this flavor, right? But like everybody had the same idea, and yeah, I went there, dread, and the shelves were empty. There wasn't even one liquor stick or lolly or anything from Flavorite. They just had empty boxes, and part of me was like, wait, now I thought they was dropping this tomorrow, but I think it's due to that post I saw it, so I went down there to try and do a video. So what ended up happening is I end up getting some certified scoops. So that will be the next video. Yes, for those of you who don't know, Certified Samson, one of the biggest local YouTubers, and by local I mean Trinbagonian local YouTubers, one of the funniest person that you will see on the screens and stuff. Yeah, he has his own lollies company and it's called Certified Scoops. So we've been trying a few of them today actually. So because we're also looking for some flavor, right? But no luck. Spoilers. Yeah, so you see all again updates just being here. Whoa, Shaq, welcome to the vibes. Big up Shaq, everybody. You know, my #1 Patreon member. Well, Gabrielle, that was the plan, right? That Gabrielle saying she hope it tastes like yesteryears, like how it used to be. Like this flavor, right? This thing we grew up on. At least me, I grew up on it. So I'm hoping it still remains the same. So, but so far, I've just given you some of this certified scoops. It's pretty good, actually. It actually gives you those nostalgic feels, especially with those flavors he has. Well, at least the few I tried so far. But anyway, you'll see more of those in the next week videos, where we'll drop that one more, reviews in a sense. And of course, with all things, even though we support local and everything, we always be honest with you all, right? And the video after that, one after next week's video, it's going to be the water taxi. So look out for that, and it'll kind of have food involved in that one as well. So Gabriel, you see, I tell you, almost everything is food. We have like a stick coming up in next week one, and then the week after that, we actually have other food. I'm not going to mention it, but it's something all you're accustomed to see me eating on this channel. I think when I finally do the last video on Trinbago, I'd have probably eaten every single doubles in Trinidad and Tobago. People have been asking me when I'm going to Tobago, when next time I do stuff in Tobago. I'm hoping in the upcoming months. All right, it's not guaranteed at this point in time, but I'm hoping that I'm able to go across this within the next 2-3 months and do some content down on that side. So, surely is asking a big question. What is happening with the Canadian YouTuber? The Canadian YouTuber she's referring to is a dude named Chris Muslis. Yeah, it sounds like Christmas, but it's Chris, then MUST, and then LIST. And basically, what he did, no, I'm not sure if talking about this will get anybody or get me in trouble, but whatever. Right. We live in a democracy. This is a freedom of speech, and everything is online on the internet. So from what I have seen, right, because I've watched some of the dude's content, and he went into the hotspots or certain areas in the country, right, and he just sit down and chat with the people in the areas just to get an idea of what life is like. Nothing to do with, and then he was arrested and charged with sedation, basically, which is causing a riot. And from what I have observed in the videos, that wasn't the case. So yeah, but he was arrested and he was in prison for 6 days. He got bail the other day, so he was out. I think they were supposed to drop the judgment Friday gone, or was it today or Monday? Tomorrow probably might drop the judgment on that surely. So I'm not sure what's going on. But he's out on bail, and to be honest, I don't think it is an embarrassment for our government, or rather the police service, like to actually. I mean, this man went all Jamaica, all Brazil, where things rough, much rougher, I think, than here in Brazil, especially. Not so much probably Jamaica we equal to, but yeah. But and nothing happened to him in any of those things. But for whatever reason, he was detained and arrested, and well, the court will decide what he could face up to 2 to 5 years in jail for inciting riots, which clearly I don't think they really have a case in that. But I am not the law, and I am not a lawyer, so I can't say for sure. I could only give you what I see, observe on the internet, and that's my take on, or what from my understanding of things. I could be wrong on this, right? And you'll have people out there who might know better, but that's essentially it. So yeah. Yes, look, Christopher is mentioning it in the chat. So yeah. Um, I don't think. No, the thing is, right, and I was discussing this with Julia. There's no such thing, really and truly, as bad press, because it's not something. I mean, if you go on the US sites and other sites, right, they'll see Trinidad is one of those flag countries that there is warning not to travel to. And if you watch his videos, everything, he's still encouraged you to come here. He, regardless of what he's going through, he still wishes to return to the country. Like you say, he only fear is that they block him from ever coming back. So yeah. So I think the only bad PR for the country was really a reflection on the National Ministry of National Security and then on the government. But like all things here in Trinidad and Tobago, we'll forget about this in about 2 weeks' time. Like after he's freed of his charges and everything, which I think, as our 79 is saying, which most likely will be the case. After all that is cleared up and he goes in about 2 weeks, so by next month and thing, we will done forget about this, because unfortunately we have short-term memory and it will have other things that just come up that will be in our radar. And I did not read about the 5 Americans who went to Turks and Caicos with arsenal parts. Now, the thing is, Jacques, right, from my understanding, we have a good bit of Americans who feel they could travel outside America and still have the same privileges that they have in the country, right? And I've seen a few people talk about that. And like before you go to places, you have to at least be aware of the laws that govern certain countries, because not everybody would have the same rights or the same kind of thinking as what you are accustomed to in yours, right? And a good bit of people don't do their research, so sometimes when they go to another country, especially one of those countries where, I mean, some of the rules may be stupid to us, but it's there for a reason, right? And if you are visiting somebody place, you have to follow the law, right? But yeah, so that's my take on things. Like before I visit anyway, I'll make sure to read and understand like what not to do, because they have a few YouTubers out there who actually do videos on what not to do if you should visit here and there. I mean, sometimes you should take that with a grain of salt and do your own research, because sometimes people just do things for the clicks. But yeah, but it'll always have some kind of there's always some kind of article of some American going somewhere. And this is no offense to any Americans who are watching this, but it's just an observation. And it's always some kind of shoppiness that may happen. Like right now, I've seen a video where American tourists are ruining Japan, the tourist section in Japan, by doing all these vlogs and things in Japan. But that just how it goes sometimes. Like when one or two people do something good, and everybody else decide to follow or jump along, which nothing wrong with that. But it's like sometimes people just copy until it's oversaturated, without they putting their own spin on things, without they putting their own stamp, in a sense. Is become repetitive, and it'll become watered down, in a sense. So that is just my thing on this. Yeah, Idris, don't worry, we will organize. Mr. Bear saying, come on, try my doubles challenge. Roasted pepper for 203 doubles in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Where are you located, Mr. Bear? You got to give me some directions. Yeah, surely. I mean, I don't want to really say that here on this live, but unfortunately, I think some people underestimate what they can get away with when traveling. I'll put it as that. Some people, I don't know. Yeah. No, so that is that. Analyst asked me if this is a VR behind me. You mean these are just steel pan, a shack, a clock, some books, and you know, maxi taxi and a few other trinkets like you're getting those souvenir shops. So no, it's not a VR behind me on the shelf. It's physical things. Oh yeah, I had something on that box, like covering that box, but I moved it. So yeah, should change that back. I'll change that back in a timing. So yeah. Hey, well, Mike and Mr. Breaker is saying that they going after him without a work visa. His YouTube channel is monetized now. A good bit of foreign YouTubers have come down the country and do a lot of different things and posted it, and then go back to their country, right? Again, I think our laws abroad, there's no such law stating that vlogging is a job, even if you are monetized for it, because there's nothing to my knowledge. Now I could be wrong, right? And lawyers, if any there are lawyers in any of the chats here, let me know. But at least to my knowledge, there's no law that governs vlogging. Like, they would have policies in place, like different institutions would have policies in place, like you cannot video record, take photos, and without the permission from management, like that. And that is for compounds, inside of compounds, but out in public, right? Even when I go to the States, right, people will go to other countries and take photos, take videos, post it up. They might do a blog on it, and they might write about the country and everything, and they can monetize it, and nobody's charging them, not to my knowledge, anywhere in the world, right? Is that considered work, right? That is more like, even if it is monetized. So yeah, but who knows? Because of that, now we do not know what, if there wasn't a law before. I wouldn't be surprised if they pass something to make it law. To be honest with you all, because I find these days life just getting harder and harder in Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, I love my country, but seeing how the things happening and place going, dread. As Christopher mentioned, you see. Gabriel asked me to try chow with salt prunes. It would lash. I'm sure about it. I've did that already. But the best thing to do is soak the salt prunes in the chow sauce as well, and let that just soak and marinate with everything. It's give it a nice flavor. So yeah. And always ask me what race I belong to. Well, my ancestors came from India, so I'm what we consider Indo-Trinidadian. So yeah, but I'm Trinidadian at the end of the day. But yeah, that's where my ancestors come from, and I do follow the Hindu faith to a degree. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah. Um, Mr. Buyaka, to be honest with y'all, tourist could be a journalist. But right, it wasn't journalism he's doing, and no, to my knowledge, a journalist is someone with mainstream media and posting stuff, doing vlogs on YouTube is not journalism in a sense, although it could be aspired to it, right? But in my knowledge or in opinion, I don't think is that. Now, like I said, they have so much things, and it is broad. Some of our laws are broad, so anything could happen. But yeah, and because he's not employed as Christopher by any of these companies, so to speak, it is not a work visa he need. But that is an interesting topic of debate. So that is a good, interesting topic to debate and to discuss. And I'm not sure this is the forum for it, because I mean, we could sit down here and go back and forth, really and truly, but that is for the lawyers to do and sit down I wonder if I could get somebody who's a lawyer to sit down and chat with them about that, boy. Probably later on. Oh, Indra and Sylvan. So yeah. Oh, certified boss. And others ask me some good thing. Do I have a master's degree? Yes, I do. I do have a master's degree from the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine. Is in something called geoinformatics. So yeah. So what is the time? It's 8:25. Hey, we get sidetracked here, right? I made a post on my community tab about selecting a random person who say let's do this to do a vlog. I'm gonna select two people. The first person will be the winner of that vlog. It's all here in the hat. You'll see the names there. Yeah, because I can't find an online thing to do the random selection. I have to do it the old school method. So I write down everybody names who did write the comment in the community tab. It's under the Milfler. And now I'm just going to choose the first person who I'll hopefully do a vlog with. Now the thing is, hopefully, I can't remember if I mentioned this or not in the vlog. It should have been a local person because it would be easier to do somebody who is in Trinidad, right, or even Tobago, right, because I could always reach Tobago at some point. So hopefully somebody who I choose here is local, but just in case they either don't answer or they don't, send me a message afterwards, I will just go with the second person. So that's what the first person is, the person that I'll be doing some video with, right? Once we choose that person, I'll find a way to contact them, or they let them contact me. If you hear your name, contact me, and we will organize a date and figure out a plan or a video to do, a collab in a sense. And if the first person I can't get through the first person, or the first person don't get through to me in like a week or two, I'll just go with whoever the second person I pick. So yeah. And yes, Shaq, they can't police YouTube because it have 2 billion users on YouTube, and it have over 2.5 million content creators on the platform itself. And I mean, at the end of the day, if any government goes to YouTube itself and asks them to take down anything or to press on anything, most times YouTube will comply with these governments. But yeah, but I mean, tourism is, I don't know. Oh, Kurtnell, yeah, I tell you, as I wanted to wrap up this 8:30, but because the NBA is going on and I want to take in the NBA. Oh, Sati, I am good for the while. We just had a nice conversation there on YouTube, and it could be a debate, right? It not a debate so much. It could be a healthy discussion, because these are things that we should be aware of, and also is a back and forth. But yeah, what Jude Sammy. So anyway, this is the hat. We are going to just randomly pick somebody right now out of 10 people, 10 people in this house. Honorable mention to Joshua Brown. He was not in the country, so yeah, but he was here up until the end of May. So yeah, so I'm just gonna pick somebody. I don't know who I pick here. The first person. We are opening it up here. Maya Cooper 3573. Congratulations, Maya. Send me a DM on WhatsApp or Twitter, Maya, and let me organize. Now, if in case Maya doesn't contact me in 2-3 weeks, let me do this. Oh, actually, I might do this with the second person regardless. So, next person we are choosing, it is, and I'm opening it here in front of you all. Hey, Christopher, boom boom, randomly selected. Just for message me, we will link up and do something for sure. So these two people have been selected. Oh, yeah, see this old school method of choosing people. So yeah, big up all yourselves. So I hope Maya sees this, and well, I know Christopher is here on the chat, so send me a message, bro, and let me organize something. Right. So, yeah. So before, like, I'm going to wrap up here, right? In a little bit because I didn't want to stay too long, but I just have to say, if you support Real Madrid, I mean, congrats. You know, that is the Champions League finalists, the 15th time they win that trophy. So yeah, congrats to Maya, congrats to Christopher, and also big up our Soca Warriors. We tied with Grenada during the week 2-2 on Wednesday, and we real do it to Bahamas yesterday. 7-1 was the score, right? Trinidad and Tobago versus Bahamas. Also big up the West Indies. We was what 173 for 3 against Uganda, which made 39 runs. Yeah, because ICC World Cup is going on right now, and Dread, USA is on top of the table at the moment. They beat Pakistan. But if you see the members on that USA team, is like, huh, where all those players came from. None of them are natively American, but big up them. Oh, this World Cup is going to be interesting, Dread. The cricket World Cup that is. Hey, R79, I'm glad this is the first live, and welcome to the vibes. Normally we normally go till 9 because we have a lot of other stuff to, discuss. But I wanted to keep this one short and sweet because apart from like as work during the week and I usually edit and record videos on weekends. Sometimes I'll edit during the week. If I get lucky, I may be able to record a few things during the week. But most times, all my recordings happen on the weekend and editing is happening during the week and weekends. But because tomorrow is another working day, I have to organize some other stuff for work in the morning. And also, I want to go take in the game 2 of the NBA. Celtics are 1-up on Mavericks at the moment. So, Analo is saying he love football but prefer cricket. I love like more or less all sports, but in my hierarchy, cricket is like probably third for me. I'm like football, basketball, cricket, yeah, and then any other sports will happen after that. So, yes, Sati, make sure. Yeah, yesterday doubles run is our next one, and the next one we are doing certified scoops. Big up certified Samson, and then the water taxi. So look out for those. Thank you all for joining me on this Sunday Vibes Live. And yes, I do plan to do Grandy one of these days. Hopefully soon. We'll see how it goes. So CJ and Maya, congrats. Message me and we'll organize something within the upcoming months. Right? So peeps, you all have a good one. Have a safe one. Actually visited the spoilers. I visited the Super Blue Museum. When I heard it was Super Blue Museum and this was in Miami, I was like, what? But no, it's totally something different. And that video will be uploaded on the Patreon. I'll open it to free to the public. So also check out the Patreon and become a member if you can. As always, I put some real behind the scenes stuff there and extra content that I wouldn't normally post on Trinbago Vibes because here we just do everything Trinidad and Tobago more or less. So everybody have a great week, have a fun week. By the way, link in the description of this video for the Patreon. So you can check that out. And you all have a safe one, have a blessed one, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you all. Big up Maya 3573 and CJ again. Well, Christopher, right? And I'll check out. Laurie could. I'll check out Idris. Yeah, I'll check out your message. So keep safe, people. Be safe. Everybody, and have a great one. Have a blessed one. Go on later. Yeah, this was fun. Hopefully next week we'll be back to the original till 9 kind of thing. So feel free to come back on R79 here on the live. Is our one-on-one answer questions wherever I could, and we just give some updates on the video previously and